Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever in the world you are. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I sure as hell am, because we're going to talk about one of my favorite cards in Standard of all time. Great Tusk from Temporal Forces / Prismatic Evolutions, whatever, they got reprinted. Great Tusk is a basic 140 HP fighting type Pokemon with the attack Land Collapse for 2 colorless energy. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck, but if you play an Ancient Supporter card from your hand during your turn, you discard 3 more cards in this way, discarding 4 in total. And the only ask for this is that you play a specific type of supporter. So honestly, I'm sold. This is very consistent. It's maybe not as consistent as like Durant, but I like this a lot more because Durant is because Great Tusk has more HP than Durant. Hold on, I forgot to bring my water bottle over. I was about to take a sip of water. By the way, guys, don't forget to drink. Very important. Hydrate whenever you can. And let's get into this list, shall we? Okay, so there's two reasons why I like this better over Durant. One, it's tankier, and 2 is another reason that will come up later, that a specific card that only works with fighting type Pokemon specifically. So, first and foremost, the backbone of the deck is of course 4 Great Tusk. One downside of Great Tusk is that it has a retreat cost of 3 specifically, which means it is searchable with Heavy Ball, which is cool. So I was thinking of like running a Heavy Ball Nest Ball split. Not entirely sure about that. I feel like Nest Ball is just better in case, like Chimecho often does not see play whatsoever. So let's talk about the ball count. To find Great Tusk, we run 4 Quick Ball and 4 Nest Ball. This is not justifying Great Tusk, this is also to find the other Pokemon in our list, but there's no evolution Pokemon in our list, so 4 Quick Ball, 4 Nest Ball covers everything really neatly. To summarize, Nest Ball searches your deck for a basic Pokemon and puts it on your bench. Fairly straightforward. And Quick Ball discards another card from your hand to search your deck for a basic Pokemon and puts it in your hand. Also, once again, fairly straightforward. And there you go. So this is already 12 cards, and we're gonna make it 16. There's gonna be a lot of 4 counts in this deck, by the way. A lot of 4 counts. Or Professor Sada's Vitality. This is our ancient supporter that I was talking about. Choose up to 2 of your ancient Pokemon and attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to each of them. If you attach any energy in this way, you draw 3 cards. So this is going to be our draw engine. The way that we accelerate energy towards Great Tusk, because we have 2 attack costs rather than 1. And just general upkeep. This is like the card in the deck that we need to worry about most. So we have 4 of these. Explorer's Guidance is the other ancient supporter, but I figured to not run it because this deck is very willing to squeeze every little bit of value out of the list. And I figured with specifically Explorer's Guidance discarding a bunch of cards from your deck, I didn't want to risk it, because there's a lot of high value resources that you don't really want to discard on a whim. So this is, by the way, this is our only supporter in the deck. These 4 Sada's Vitalities are the only supporters that we have in the deck, so we're allowed to use Random Receiver as our engine to find it. Yes, I don't have a 4th reverse Random Receiver from Phantom Forces, I'm sorry. This is one from Next Destinies, I think. So, Random Receiver is an item card that reveals the top card of your deck until you reveal a supporter card. Put the supporter card in your hand and shuffle the other cards back in your deck. So basically, it grabs a random supporter from your deck. But since Sada's Vitality is the only supporter, this will always find Sada's Vitality if it's in the deck. That's why the name is Random Receiver. And because versus Seekers in this deck, also 4 times, we can use Sada's Vitality up to 8 times during a game, netting to like 32 discarded cards over the course of 8 turns, which is usually enough to mill out an opponent completely. Usually, I say. Anyway, versus Seeker is an item card that searches your discard pile for a supporter card and puts it in your hand. Fairly straightforward. It's like half a pal pad, but instead of to deck, it goes to hands. Very powerful cards. Very simple card to understand, but very powerful card. Especially in this list where we want to use Sada's Vitality every single turn. So, this is our draw engine, quote unquote. We have more cards that draw cards, don't worry. But first, let's get into the energy count and how we find the energy. Now, you might be surprised, but there's no fighting energy in this deck. There's no fighting energy whatsoever. The energy count that we're running is 8 fire type energy, and there's a reason for this. There is a reason for this, I swear. Just stay vigilant. Just stay with me. There's a reason we're running specifically fire energy. Well, the first reason is that we don't really care about the Giant Tusk attack. If we're not using Land Collapse, we're not doing the purpose of the deck justice. Land Collapse does not progress, or like Giant Tusk, using Giant Tusk does not progress us further into the game in like 99.5% of the scenarios. Technically, you could make this like 2 fighting, 6 fire, but this makes it a lot more consistent. To find these energies, we run 3 Professor's Letter, which searches our deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveals them, and puts them in our hands. Just basically Earthen Vessel without the discard requirement. Very good card. And then we have Radiant Greninja to discard them. Radiant Greninja is a Radiant Pokemon, so we can only have 1 of them in our deck. It's a basic 130 HP Water type Pokemon with the ability Concealed Cards, which discards an energy card from our hand in order to draw 2 cards from our deck. Very strong card. Very, very strong card. And there's another card that works very similar to this, and the reason why we're running fire type energy is Heat Factory Prism Star. Heat Factory Prism Star is a stadium that with the Prism Star rule saying that you can't have more than 1 Prism Star card with the same name in your deck. This works similarly to Radiant Pokemon, but not exactly the same. And if a Prism Star card would go to the discard pile, it goes into the lost zone instead. So once during each player's turn, if this is in play, that player may discard a fire type energy from their hand, and if they do, they draw 3 cards. And similar to other Prism Star stadiums, whenever any player plays an item or supporter card from their hands, this stadium is unaffected by it. So these are our main 2 ways of discarding fire energy. But we can also use Quick Ball to discard this fire energy, of course. That's still very, very viable. Now to give Great Tusk a little bit more survivability, and this is also the reason why I like it a lot over Durant, it's because of Focus Sash. Focus Sash is a tool card, so we can attach it to one of our Pokemon and it will have the effect as long as it's attached. If the fighting type Pokemon this card is attached to has full HP and would be knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, that Pokemon is not knocked out, and its remaining HP goes to 10 instead, and then you discard this card. So for those that play Standard, you might remember Survival Brace, which is an A-Spec card that does the same for any Pokemon. But that's an A-Spec card. You can only have 1 of them in your deck. We are running 4 Focus Sash. Focus Sash is extremely instrumental to us prolonging the game. So we want to have, if we have a Great Tusk on the bench, we probably want to have a Focus Sash on it, unless it's like not full HP. So, since Focus Sash is so freaking important, we're running several ways to find and recover it. We have 1 Adventure Bag, which is an item card that searches our deck for up to 2 Pokemon tool cards. We run 2 Town Store as our other stadiums, which searches our deck for a tool card once during each player's turn. And then we are also run 4 Lana's Fishing Rod. Lana's Fishing Rod is an item card that shuffles a Pokemon and a tool card from your discard pile into your deck. So this can recover a Great Tusk and a Focus Sash, for example. Extremely powerful recovery, allows us to use Focus Sash up to 8 times during a game, but I don't think I want to only target this, only target Focus Sash with Lana's Fishing Rod, because since I added so much tool support, tool draw, I figured I'd add some other tool cards that are really, really good in this list. Like Forest Sealstone, which allows us to use the V-Star power to search our deck for a card and put it in our hand. This only works if this is attached to a Pokemon V. But don't worry, I'll show the Pokemon V that I'm using in this deck later. There's no worry whatsoever. I'll explain that part later. And we're also running as a spec of our deck Life Dew. Life Dew, if it's attached to a Pokemon, makes it so that if it's knocked out, your opponent takes one less prize card. With Lana's Fishing Rod, we can also recycle this. So for example, let's say we attach a Focus Sash to a Great Tusk, it takes a hit, goes to 10 HP remaining, then next turn we attach the Life Dew to it. The Great Tusk only has 10 HP remaining, but it gives up no prize cards. And with Lana's Fishing Rod targeting this and a Great Tusk, we can cycle that like 4 more times. Which is really, really broken, in my opinion. Now, to round the deck out, I wanted a little bit more draw support. So we have for Trainers Mail as well. Trainers Mail is an item card that looks at the top 4 cards of your deck, and you're allowed to reveal the trainer card you find there, except for Trainers Mail. Extremely powerful card, can pivot into basically anything in the deck. It can grab a ball card, it can grab letter, it can grab Heat Factory, Life Dew, whatever. There's so many cards I can grab. And then since we have so many tools and I wanted a surefire way to stall more turns possibly, I'm running Mareep. Mareep is a basic lightning Pokemon with 50 HP and 1 retreat cost that has the ability Fluffy Pillow. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you may leave your opponent's active Pokemon asleep. And we have U-Turn Board to attach to the Mareep. U-Turn Board gives the retreat cost of the Pokemon this card is attached to, makes it 1 less. But if it's discarded from play, you put it in your hand instead of the discard pile. So we can reuse it on the likes of Radiant Greninja, for example, who's a little bit hidden beneath the sauce. So yeah, Mareep U-Turn Board, really good combo. Then we have a tech card for not Farigiraf. This is Girafarig, a basic Psychic type 90 HP Pokemon with the attack Get Lost. For 1 energy, you put 2 cards from your opponent's discard pile in the Lost Zone. This is a really powerful card against Regidrago specifically, because Regidrago V-Star attacks based on how much attacks based on. Okay, so let me rephrase this. Regidrago V-Star is an attack that can copy attacks from Dragon Pokemon in a discard pile. But if you target Get Lost, if you target 2 Dragon Pokemon with Get Lost, they're not in the discard pile anymore. They're in the Lost Zone. Really good card. The V Pokemon that we're going to be using with Forest Sealstone is Pidgeot V, which allows it with the Vanishing Wings Vanishing Wings ability, allows it to reshuffle itself into the deck if it's on the bench, which is really, really nice for us to prevent us from decking out, which is a very real thing that can happen to us actually, because we have a lot of draw cards in this list. We want to drag the game out in such a way that our opponent can't draw any more cards. There's 2 cards left in the list that I want to talk about. We have one Hisuian Heavy Ball to check our prizes and see if we, for example, prize like a Pidgeot V or a Great Tusk, we can swap the Hisuian Heavy Ball with that Pokemon. And the last card is Field Blower. Field Blower is just generally a good answer to tool or stadium cards. I'm having the hiccups and I don't know why. This can also discard our own tools. There is probably a use case for that. If we want to pivot from like a Focus Sash into a Life Dew on the same turn, because Pokemon can only have 1 tool attached, probably not going to come up a lot. So this is the 60 that I'm gonna be. This is like, I would say, the most bare bones version of Great Tusk that's optimal in my opinion. Feel free to take a screenshot if you want to. I'm just gonna move some things around so they're more visible for the screenshots. I'll put the adventure back here. I think that's all visible. Yeah, perfect. Great screenshot. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Alright, let's shuffle up and play. So there's one thing that this deck is definitely lacking. One thing specifically, and that's Gust. There's no way for me to Gust any of our opponents. I really wanted to add counter catchers, but I just could not see a way to fit them in. Like, I really don't know what to cut for counter catchers. I do think a few counter catchers are very viable and noteworthy potential additions, but if I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what you should cut from this list without the list completely changing, is mostly what I mean. Like, yes, you could consider cutting Girafarig, but then you auto lose against Regidrago, because they can just spread damage counters, making your Focus Sashes completely unusable. Yeah, I don't really know if there's any cards that other cards that I would consider cutting. I think like the Girafarig is like the most cuttable card by far. I think the other cards are just so tied into the combo. Like, maybe you could go down some counts. Maybe you can say like, okay, I only want to run 4 Nest Ball, 3 Quick Ball, for example. That's an option you could go for. But I'm unsure. I guess you could go down to 3 Trainers Mail rather than 4. But then you're making your deck worse against decks that don't want to take prizes, of course. So it's a tough decision. Don't know how to phrase this properly. Alright, let's say we're up against Regidrago. Let's flip the coin. It's odd, which means I get to choose, because that's what I usually go for with that. And I'm gonna choose to go first. Yeah, if I know it's Regidrago, I probably want to go first. I'm actually not sure. I don't know how likely it is to get like attachments plus Sada proc on turn 1 going second. I haven't tested this list enough to know that for sure. So let's say we're going first. Oh my god, we're starting Girafarig, but there's no energy in my hands. That's a little risky. Put him down to start. Girafarig. Just to scare my opponents. I did say we're going first, right? I'm not gonna take a look at the prizes because I'm running Hisuian Heavy Ball. Sorry, I don't need that one. I'm running Hisuian Heavy Ball, so I'm gonna take a look at the prizes eventually. And I'll track how many prizes my opponent has. And I think I want to track how many turns we're at in the game as well. So we flip it over, this is turn 1. Draw cards for turn, we draw another Great Tusk. I do want to fin the deck. Life Dew is not priced, I definitely want to grab the Radiant Greninja. I'm not going to price check extensively, I think. I do notice that there's 2 energy price, I think. That's kind of a bummer. I'm glad I decided to go first. Let me just recheck if that's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there is indeed 2 energy priced. I'll quick ball away Great Tusk for Mareep, I think. No, I'll grab another Great Tusk. Go. Shuffle. I don't want to proc the Lana's Fishing Rod just yet, but I do want to fit my deck out as much as I can, and there's not really any other cards that I wanted to discard from my hands. Like I guess that's what makes Quick Ball a little bit harder to play. When you have a Fire Energy in your hand, you're not complaining whatsoever. Let's let's play that Trainers Mail. Okay, I think we're definitely grabbing a Random Receiver. So we need to shuffle, and then we reveal the top until we find a supporter. Just shuffle up nice and quickly. And then let's reveal the top card. We'll put these in discard pile in advance. Great Tusk, Heavy Ball, Receiver, Fire Energy. There's a Sada's Vitality. Was only 5. Nice. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot more egregious random receivers today, for sure. I haven't checked the Sada's Vitality count, if I'm going to be honest. That might be something I have to check. Attach a... I'm not going to attach that Focus Sash just yet. I think it's probably best to just pass. Let's say they're really scared of the Girafarig and they KO the Girafarig. I'll push the Great Tusk. I'll draw. Still have not found any energy. It's time to quick wall the Lana's fishing rods. And get a Mareep. I need to fit in my deck as much as I can, because I need to find either letter or energy. Well, my opponent's at 5 prizes right now, so I should keep track of that. Go. Can't do anything else, so we're passing. He goes to turn 3. Let's say they hit the Focus Sash. Like hit the swing for 130 because the Focus Sash helps us. Okay, let's draw a card for turn. Another Focus Sash. Great. Let's attach this Focus Sash to this Great Tusk. And we're gonna have to pass again. So going into turn 4, they take another prize card. On this Great Tusk, I think I'll push the Mareep. And draw for turn. Random Receiver, I guess that fins another card from deck. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh my god. 22nd card was the Sada's Vitality. Like I said, there's going to be a lot more unhinged random receivers today. I swear. Yeah, prizing energy feels really bad with this list, especially if you're not finding the letters. If you find like one precious letter, at least you can like get an attack in. Like once, maybe twice. And that helps you like use your Radiant Greninja to draw more as well. But man, it's rough out here. Let's use Fluffy Tillo to make them asleep and pass the turn. I'll flip sleep for them. They don't wake up, I'll flip sleep again. They do wake up now that it's my turn. 5. Turn 5. We have another Great Tusk. I think I'll bench it. And we'll use Fluffy Pillow once again, passing it to them, flipping for them. Tails, flipping for me. Tails, okay, so they're still asleep. Still asleep, so let's go to turn 6. Oh my god, my savior. Professor's letter. Fucking love you. I don't think I priced a letter, right? Oh, I didn't price a letter. Here we go. If I didn't have to use Sadas like virtually every turn, I would also be down to run Lady in a deck like this, where it takes a little bit of a slower approach, but I actually kind of want to get this set up fast. And the thing is, I actually don't think I want to Sadas this turn unless I specifically find like U-Turn boards. So let's concealed cards, the Fire Energy for 2. Okay, we can Nest Ball, or I think Pidgeot is the only Pokemon left in the deck. If I'm not mistaken, it is. I will Nest Ball for this, just to make the Trainers Mail 1 thinner. Maybe I'll reshuffle it afterwards. Man, I love the Pokemon Sleep music. It's so good. Okay. Let's play the Trainers Mail. Fire, VS Seeker, Nest Ball. None of these cards really help me. I'll grab a Lana's fishing rods. Don't know if I want to play this yet. I'll use Pidgeot V's reshuffling. Because I'm scared they're going to take 2 prizes. Maybe playing the Nest Ball was not that smart, I don't know. Like I could retreat this with the fire in my hands, but I'd rather hold on to it. Let's use Fluffy Pillow and pass. They flip heads, so they do wake up. Gonna be turn 7 and we're gonna KO the Mareep. The prize, Mareep has stalled very well for us, so I'm not complaining whatsoever. Push the Focus Sash, Great Tusk. Okay. Let's play Town Store. Spin our deck a little bit. What tool do we want to grab here? Consider Focus Sash. Life Dew or U-Turn boards. I think U-Turn board is probably better here. And then we can play Lana's fishing rods to recover Mareep. Surely I've discarded another tool yet. Sash. So these go into my deck. Actually, I don't want to play this yet. This thing. I want to draw with Greninja first. Fire and Nest Ball. Okay, huge. So now we Lana's fishing rods. These 2 back. All right. Then I can Nest Ball the Mareep back. I forgot to grab my V-Star and GX marker, by the way. There you go. There's no GX Pokemon in this deck, but it's okay. Shuffling. We attach U-Turn board to the Mareep. And we use Sada's Vitality. Grab 1, 2 Fire Energy from the discard pile. And attach them to 2 of our ancient Pokemon. To draw 3 cards. Adventure back and fin the deck a little more for us. Grab Life Dew and Focus Sash. Go. I'll attach Focus Sash to the Great Tusk here. I'll attach a Fire Energy to this Great Tusk. And I'll use Land Collapse to discard for 4. Going into their turn, probably knock off my Focus Sash, putting me at 130. Draw. Definitely attaching Life Dew here. No two ways about it. Let's play the heavy ball. Not entirely sure what else is in the prizes. Oh wait, there's 2 Sadas in the prizes. And Sealstone. And VS Seeker. Those are really bad prizes. Holy fuck. I wish I ran redeemable rather than heavy ball. Although the most important things that could be priced are technically the basics, but still. Okay. Town Store. For Focus Sash. There's still another Focus Sash in the deck. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab Focus Sash. I'm gonna Field Blower away my own Town Store. And then replay Town Store to use that to find another Focus Sash. Big brain plays. Alright. Fortunately, there's not really any energy that we can discard this turn. So we're just gonna Land Collapse for 1. Putting this to 90 for like 9 turns. Now we have some energy in the discard pile. But I didn't take a prize because I had Life Dew. Pushing Mareep, draw, Fluffy Pillow for certain. Pretty sure there's no more tools in my deck. Just real quick check. No, there's none. We can play Trainers Mail. I have to think about this decision because I'm not sure how many Great Tusks are in the discard pile. Or 3 Great Tusks in the discard pile. Okay. It's interesting. So I need to find the card that draws me the most cards, which is Letter. Let's play that Letter immediately. To grab 2 Fire Energies. Okay. Use Radiant Greninja. Draw 2. Ooh. A little awkward. Let's play Sada's Vitality to attach. Wait, this is. Yeah, I grabbed this from discard. Okay. And then draw 3. Ooh. This is a little rough. There's no more basics in my deck. These are like. I think these are objectively the worst cards I could have drawn from my deck, because there's also no more energy in my deck. Yeah, those were objectively the worst cards I could have drawn. Damn. Alright, let's retreat into the Great Tusk and use Land Collapse. Flip the coin for their sleep. They do wake up, so they're going to swing for 130. Discarding the Focus Sash. And I'll draw for turn. Random Receiver is going to hit nothing, I'm pretty sure. But we're going to check anyway. Yeah. I was right, unfortunately. Random Receiver hits nothing. So we're gonna have to rely on the old trusty Radiant Greninja to find us some things. Oh my god. I'll just play the Random Receiver because I can't use it. It's VS Seeker. For Sada's Vitality. I'm not gonna play it this turn. I just want to have it in hand. In case I get like item locked or something, you know? Okay. Yeah, let's just Land Collapse for 10. Great Tusk goes down. Going to turn 11. Pushing Mareep. Draw. Okay, I got another Versus Seeker. Concealed cards, save me please. There's 2 Lana's fishing rods I get now. Cool, bro. Thank you so much. Go. These are the ones I want to recover. I'm not going to shuffle my deck. I'm going to Nest Ball for the Great Tusk. I'm going to Quick Ball away the Focus Sash for the other one. I'll use Town Store, grab Life Dew. Attach the Focus Sash here. Use Fluffy Pillow. I guess I have to use Sada's. Otherwise there's going to be no attack next turn because all my energy is in the discards. Attach draw tree. Replace my Town Store Heat Factory that does nothing. Trainers Mail. Yes, Seeker. VS Seeker the Sadas. VS Seeker the other Sadas as well. Here we go. Just to prevent item lock. I'll attach the other Focus Sash here. Treat Mareep into a Tusk. And pass. Let's flip for their sleep. Up. Cool. 130. Draw my last cards. Pidgeot. Vanishing Wings. Sada's Vitality. Attach here, and draw 3 cards. Pidgeot V Vanishing Wings. Fetched Life Dew. Land Collapse for 4 discards. Turn 13, surely we're close to emptying their deck. I just want to see how long I can hold out for. They can KO my Great Tusk, but they take no price for it. Push Mareep, draw, Pidgeot V, Vanishing Wings, Sada's Vitality, to draw 3, Pidgeot V, Vanishing Wings, Fluffy Pillow, retreat into the Tusky Boy, Land Collapse for 4 discards, going to turn 14. They attack into my Focus Sash. I draw for turn, Pidgeot V, Vanishing Wings, Land Collapse for 1, going to turn 15. This, going to 1 prize, push Mareep, draw Pidgeot V, Vanishing Wings, Fluffy Pillow, retreat, pass. Oh, I didn't flip for the last turn, so I guess let's flip twice now. They're both tails, okay. So let's say this as that to. I would have had 1 more discard. I already fucked it up anyway. I got tails for this one, so we live 1 more turn. I should not have retreated, by the way. Goes back into me. Draw, Pidgeot V, Vanishing Wings, Fluffy Pillow. Their head, so it took them. I got 15 turns. 15 turns is quite a bit. Especially against Regidrago. Especially with these prizes. Jesus Christ. These prizes were terrible, and only seeing Heat Factory until the end of the game also doesn't help. Unfortunately. Oh well, I think I'll let the ad play now. I think that's probably a good time. If you guys have questions about the decks, feel free to ask them now. The ad on Twitch, that is. If you're watching on YouTube, yes, I'm also streaming on Twitch. You can use cool emotes there. But there are, unfortunately, ad breaks 3 minutes every hour. There's no other choice for me, sadly, to run this. That's just what affiliates entails. This is the minimum amount of ads I can run. Okay, let's just go ahead and shuffle up. And I love these sleeves so much. So nice to shuffle. And they're pink. Pink. What is this song from? I feel like it sounds from like it's from Gold and Silver. Is this Goldenrod? I think it's Goldenrod potentially. Sounds like Goldenrod. I need to know right now. I need to check. It's Azalea Town. Oh, I was off. I mean, it was like it was hard gold, silver music, so I was not that off. But Azalea Town, I thought it was Goldenrod. I don't remember this song either. I feel like I'm forgetting all this Pokemon music. Like I remember the melody, but I don't remember where it's from. Sounds Gen 5-ish. Actually, no. It sounds Gen 4. I don't know if it's Hard Gold, Soul Silver, or Diamond Pearl. It sounds Hard Gold, Soul Silver. I need to know once again. Oh, it was Black White. It's a Spursia City. That's fair. You only hear that music for like 2 minutes in the entire game. Fair for me to forget about that. All right. I think the ad break is over, so let's go ahead and flip that coin. Heads. So the Regirago player gets to choose. Let's say they want to go first, which I can respect. Let's see how a game going second goes. I just noticed that my sleeves are not opaque. So I know that this is Heat Factory actually. That's the only like Worlds card in here. The sleeves are not opaque. Oh my lord. I didn't realize it until now. So I need other sleeves if I actually want to play this deck against other people. That's cringe. Hello Kadamayo, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Let's see what our opening hand is like. Oh, we have to start Pidgeot V? That's so bad. Oh, that's so cringe. Yeah, I put down my prizes before checking my hand, but yeah. Let's say the Regirago player wants to go first. Which means I go second. Turn 1. They have 6 prizes. I top deck Great Tusk. That's huge, actually. Top deck Great Tusk. Attach 4 Sealstone to Pidgeot V. And I think I'm gonna use my V-Star power to immediately search my deck for cards. I want discard. It's just letter to give me 2 basic energies. I think that's the only card I can abuse right now. Yeah. Easy GG. What are we referring to? The Heat Factory being like a different card back? Are we referring to that? Shuffle it all up nicely. Actually, I am doing this, but I think I want to quick ball. So maybe shuffling was not very smart. I definitely want to attach here. Not yet. Definitely want to play the Heat Factory. I think I want to quick ball Sada's. Search for another Great Tusk. Oh, I forgot a card. Shuffle everything up again. And now let's use the Heat Factory to discard a Fire Energy from our hands. And if we do that, we draw 3 cards. Focus Sash, Sada's Nest Ball. So I guess we can attach the fire here. I think Nest Ball for Mareep is correct here, if that's not priced. Otherwise it's gonna have to be the Tusk. Mareep is priced, so we're getting the Tusk. Alright, all shuffled up. Now let's retreat the Pidgeot for 1 energy. Moving it to the bench. Let's push the Great Tusk instead. And play Professor Sada's Vitality to attach 2 Fire Energies to 2 of our ancient Pokemon. I'm really hoping I draw into a Fire Energy here somehow. We draw 3 cards if we use Sada, so 1, 2, 3. Still technically possible. I'll quick wall away the Focus Sash. We can fin the deck a little bit more. We'll grab Radiant Greninja. Radiant Greninja, as I like to call him. Shuffle everything up. Then play Trainers Mail to look at the top 4 cards of our deck and reveal a trainer card there to put in our hand, except for Trainers Mail itself. None of these are great. I guess I'll take U-Turn boards. Rest needs to be shuffled back in. Would have much rather seen a Professor's Letter there, if I'm gonna be honest, because now I'm missing out on the attack. Alright. Attach the U-Turn board to Radiant Greninja. Do I want to use Lana's Fishing Rod here? I don't think so. There's only a tool in the discard. And I want to wait until maximum value for that. So let's use Pidgeot's Vanishing Wings to shuffle it and all attached cards into the deck, so that we don't have that bench liability anymore. If I didn't have to open the Pidgeot, if it was just in my opening hand, and but also with like a Great Tusk alongside it, I would have been so much happier. Or like even the Great Greninja, because I could have gone the U-Turn board later for the retreat, you know. Go. So we have to pass. We were going second, so let's assume that this Great Tusk just fucking dies. Putting them at 5 prize cards. I'll push Greninja because it has the U-Turn board. We're going to turn 2. Draw to our turn 2, that is. Attach the Focus Sash to Great Tusk so it can survive a hit. There's only 1 Fire Energy in the discard pile, right? Yeah, that's a little awkward. But I'm gonna rip it anyway. Let's use Sada's Vitality to attach that fire here. And draw 3 cards. Okay, we got some search cards. Let's use Adventure Bag. Search for Focus Sash and Life Dew. There we go. Let's use Random Receiver. Oh, I just need to shuffle my deck before using Random Receiver. Let's shuffle the deck. And then play Random Receiver to reveal cards from the top of our deck. So we reveal Supporter. Let's see how long it's going to take. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, holy fuck, 28, there we go. There's the Sada's Vitality. That's the most unhinged Random Receiver I've ever seen. Holy shit. To be fair, that was the last Sada's Vitality in the deck. I just didn't have any clue that it was on the bottom of the deck, almost. Holy fuck. Yeah, I know, right? Oh my god. It was literal, like, I knew there was one Sada's Vitality left. But the fact that it was almost on the bottom of the deck is so fucking funny. Yeah, this game is a lot of shuffling. So that's why I like playing it online. Because the game shuffles it, the computer shuffles it for me. But I actually like using the cards. So I think I prefer in person still. Yeah, we already played a supporter for turn, so I can't actually play the Sadas, but it's nice to have in hand. Let's retreat Radiant Greninja. It has free retreat because of the U-Turn board that's attached to it. And push forward the Great Tusk with Focus Sash into Fire Energy. And use Land Collapse to discard 4 cards from their deck. Going into turn 3. They likely hit into the Great Tusk, but because it has Focus Sash attached, it doesn't die and it's set to 10 HP remaining. You mostly just play Pocket, fair. Pocket, I mean, functions similarly to this game. But as you can see, there's cards in my deck that are just here in prize cards, and I only can take those if I take KOs. But this deck doesn't take KOs. Draw for turn. Okay, nice. Let's use Heat Factory to discard this Fire Energy and draw 3 cards. Okay. Let's use Nest Ball first to get the 4th Great Tusk. Oh wait, there is no 4th Great Tusk. That's a throw. Hold on. Going back. Let's play Lana's Fishing Rod first. You do play live rarely. Gotcha. We shuffle back a Focus Sash and a Great Tusk into our deck. And then use the Nest Ball to immediately bench that Great Tusk. I still need to shuffle the Focus Sash back in. Okay, let's use Concealed cards to discard a Fire Energy from our hand and to draw 2 cards. There's still a Farigiraf in my deck. I think I'll Nest Ball for it just so that it's out of the deck. Well, there's still Pidgeot V, but I don't want to bench the Pidgeot V. That's a waste. You're just having fun doing Sweets Relay on Pocket. I've heard of that archetype. It's something like there's another attack. There's like Sweets Relays and like there's another attack that's also something with Sweets. That does more damage based on how many times you've used Sweets Relay in the game. I think that's something like that, right? I've heard of the archetype, but I haven't read the card specifically. Let's attach a Life Dew, our ace spec, to Great Tusk to make sure that it gives 1 fewer prize card when it's knocked out. I'll definitely Focus Sash up the Great Tusks on the bench. Let's VS Seeker. For Sada's Vitality, to put Sada's Vitality back in our hands. I'm gonna play VS Seeker again because there's another Sada's in my deck, in my discard pile here. There we go. Let's play Sada's Vitality to choose 2 of our ancient Pokemon, these 2, and attach a basic energy from the discards to them, to each of them. So 1 to you and 1 to you. And then if we do draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Hey, we found Heavy Ball. We can use Heavy Ball to investigate our prizes and swap Heavy Ball with a basic Pokemon in there. Sweets Relay does 10, then if you use it before it does 30 total. Then on Alchemy it does 40 times damage to the amount of Sweets Relay you've done for Sweets, 160 damage, all 1 energy cost. Oh, to 1 energy attack. Oh my god, that's kind of nasty. It's kind of snasty. Okay, so I have a choice to make here. I can't access these prizes later in the game at any point in time. Do I take the 4th Great Tusk? Or do I take the Mareep? I think I take the 4th Great Tusk. I think I take the 4th Great Tusk. You're spamming Sweets Relay as you're stacking a Mew in the back. Oh yeah, fair. I've heard Giratina EX is also a really good card in that game, but I've already stopped playing before that card came out, so I don't know what it does. Let's bench the Great Tusk as well. Do I want to manually attach this turn? I don't think so. I think I want to save this. Save this for Heat Factory next turn. So let's use another Land Collapse. Putting this at 40. They take the KO on the Great Tusk, but they don't take prizes because of Life Dew. Let's push Radiant Greninja because it has free retreat. Draw. Great Tusk, so fun. Yeah, Great Tusk is a very fun list. I'm not gonna lie. Use Heat Factory to draw 3 cards by discarding a Fire. Oh my god. Yes, Seeker for the Sadas. This is normally a very bad thing to do, but since Sadas is the only thing I can VS Seeker, it's actually fine. Specifically because we still have random receivers in the deck. And I can't use the VS Seekers if I'm item locked. I don't think there's another Sadas in the discard pile. Right? No, there is. Never mind. I can play this VS Seeker as well. That's all 4 VS Seekers down if I had to guess. Yeah. All 4 VS Seekers down. Let's play Lana's Fishing Rod. Shuffle back Great Tusk and Life Dew into the deck. Unfortunately, you can't play this specific deck on TCG Live because it doesn't have the full expanded format. It doesn't have the cards from Gen 5 and Gen 6. So cards like Focus Sash and Life Dew are not in TCG Live. I mean, they are in, but they're not legal for expanded beta. Random Receiver as well. I think those are like the only cards in this list that are not legal. There might be others. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure what set the Mareep is from. Oh, yeah, Professor's Letter is also not legal. Okay. Let's use Radiant Greninja's concealed cards to draw 2 by discarding a Fire Energy. Let's use Trainers Mail to grab Lana's Fishing Rods. I'm not going to play Lana's Fishing Rods, but hey, nice to have in hand. I know there's hand disruption in the game, but like since I'm playing Solitaire, it's really hard to predict when hand disruption happens because I don't have an opponent against me. Alright, let's go play a Sada's Vitality, one of these 4. Which one should I play, chat? Let's play the rightmost one. Let's see, there's still, hold on, I'll move the Fire Energies to like a sideways position here so I know how many are in the discard pile. Attach 1 here and 1 here. I kind of want to check how many Focus Sashes are in the discard pile as well before I draw the tree. There's 1, okay. So I think there's still 1 in the deck. 1, 2, 3. There's the last Great Tusk, very nice. I think I'll bench it, because I have no other Pokemon to bench other than like the Pidgeot V, but definitely gonna grab a KO before I start the deck out. I think I'll Quick Ball away my... No, we're gonna save the Quick Balls. Hold on. Save the Quick Balls, Noah. Save the Quick Balls. Let's retreat Radiant Greninja using the U-Turn Board and move into the Great Tusk. Focus Sash and the 2 Fire Energies and Land Collapse. There we go. They hit into the Focus Sash. Well, I'm also assuming that they don't have Gust. Kind of like the thing I'm assuming, that they don't have any Gust options. Right, let's Heat Factory, discarding the Fire Energy, drawing 3. Let's play Professor's Letter. I don't think there's any energy left in the deck. No, I just want to draw the Life Dew. It's nice to have checked. I could have known that because there's 4 in play, 1 in my hand, and 3 in a discard. Anyway, concealed cards for 2. Okay, nice. Heat Factory is useless right now for me, so we bump our own stadium with Town Store. Since Heat Factory is a Prism Star card, it goes into the lost zone. And let's use Town Store to search our deck for a tool. And the tool I want is Life Dew. Attach Life Dew to the Great Tusk. Professor Sada's Vitality for turn. To attach a Fire Energy here and draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Attach Focus Sash here. There's 1 card in my deck. Oh my god, that's actually kind of scary. So my opponent will probably just win if I went a little overboard, because if my opponent just passes next turn, I lose, probably. High likelihood. Let's say they don't. Let's say I attack again with Land Collapse. And they KO my Great Tusk, once again taking no prizes. Let's push Greninja. Draw. Bench down Pidgeot V and use Vanishing Wings to shuffle it back into the deck. Actually, I want to attach a Forest Sealstone to it, so I can actually shuffle something back to the deck. Lana's Fishing Rods for, once again, Great Tusk and Life Dew. I think Night Stretcher could work in this list as well, but the space is just so limited. And then we Trainers Mail, so we see these 4 cards in our list. We grab the Life Dew. We retreat Greninja into Great Tusk. We use Sada's Vitality to charge up the 2 Great Tusks on the bench. And then draw 3 cards. Bench Pidgeot V and use Vanishing Wings to shuffle it back into the deck. My hand is full of bull crap that I can't use, but that's okay. We're swinging for another 4 discards. They attack into the Focus Sash. I draw Pidgeot V. Vanishing Wings. Attach Life Dew. So I kind of want to preserve my energy. No, it doesn't make sense to preserve energy. I have to do this. It doesn't matter how many I attach there. This is the last status I can use anyway, so it doesn't matter. To draw 3, Pidgeot V, Vanishing Wings. Hello? Is there no... Oh, there's no Focus Sash underneath this. Okay, I was really confused for a second. Yeah, and then Land Collapse for 4 again. Going to turn 8. They KO me, but once again don't grab a prize card because of the Life Dew. Let's push Great Tusk. I think it would have been better if I did the Mareep rather than the Great Tusk from the prizes. Draw for turn, Pidgeot V, Vanishing Wings, Land Collapse for 1. Going into my turn 9, they knock this off. Draw, Pidgeot V, Vanishing Wings, Land Collapse for 1. They knock out my Great Tusk. I move the other Great Tusk. Going into turn 10. Draw, Pidgeot V Vanishing Wings, Land Collapse for 1 again. Great Tusk gets knocked out. Push Radiant Greninja, draw, bench Pidgeot V, pass. And they knock this out. Hold on, they're at 3 prizes now. Yeah, push this, draw, bench Pidgeot V, bench Great Tusk, shuffle back, pass. We're going into turn 13. Yeah, this is crazy stall actually. The fact that he took so little prize cards because of the Life Dew just allows us to illegally go so far here. If I don't shuffle this back, it doesn't give me an extra turn, so I have to. It doesn't matter. But what I can do is I can Nest Ball for Pidgeot V, use Vanishing Wings to shuffle it back, Quick Ball away a Random Receiver for Pidgeot V, Vanishing Wings it back, Quick Ball another Random Receiver for Pidgeot V, bench it, and Vanishing Wings it back to the deck. That's something I can do, and I can, I guess, like, attach 4 Sealstone here, and then Field Blower my Town Store, and 4 Sealstone to the discard, and bench another, place down another Town Store. Yeah, there you go. It's 13 turns without the Mareep. Quite a bit. 13 turns is quite a bit, but the Mareep price was really annoying. So was the letter. The letter price was fine because I V-starred on the first turn. Ideally, you don't want to do that, of course. But it's kind of hard to think of. It's kind of hard to envision how many cards are left in the opponent's deck because they also might just play very slowly. Thank you for the pink sleeves compliment. Hope you're doing well, strategic. Yep. I for sure was inspired by your video. I did give it my own twist. That's for sure. I neglected to put in counter catchers and night stretchers because I wanted this to be like the bare bones experience. But those are definitely cards that you can. 4 counter catchers and a night stretcher I could definitely see in the list for sure. Night stretcher could be especially very, very valuable. Maybe second heavy ball if you have the space, but this deck is very, very tight. Alright, let's flip the coin. Tails. It is tails, so I'm gonna choose to go first. I think that's always a smart thing to do with this list, because turn 1 attack is very, very unlikely. You don't need counter catcher and expand it, just mill every turn, yeah. But like if you can stall your opponent out just a little bit longer, then that's very nice. Let's see, opening hand of 7. 3 quick balls, Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, I now know that Heat Factory is in the prizes because, as you can see, Heat Factory is the World's version, so it has a different back, and these are not opaque sleeves. You're just sad you didn't include Slumbering Forest with the Mareep. That I didn't include it. Yeah, the thing is, I already run so many stadiums that I'm like reliant on that I figured I did think of Slumbering Forest, but it just didn't fit. Tried to make the most bare bones, like non-tech version. You know what I mean? The most bare bones non-tech version is what I tried to make. Alright, so let's go first. Find another Tusk, that's promising. Let's first rip the Random Receiver. Let's see how many we need to flip in order to actually get the supporter. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, only 5 this time. That's not bad. And now I know that Mareep is not priced, so that's huge. It's good knowledge. Let's quick ball away the Fire Energy to see if we actually want to grab the Mareep or not. Grab Gren potentially. Girafarig is an interesting option here, but let's put Mareep so we have some time to stall. Random Receiver 59 cards later. That's actually not possible for me. Because we have an opening end of 7 and prize cards of 6. So and then top deck turn 1 for turn. So you're at least 14 cards deep in your deck. So you could if you only have one supporter in your deck, go 46 on Random Receiver. I guess technically you could go 59 on Random Receiver. No, you can't. You can't. 58 is the max you can go if we allow Lysander's trump cards. 58 is the max if we allow that specific banned card. But we don't, so it's 46. Okay, all shuffled up. Why did I do that? I probably want to quick ball another thing. Honestly, at this point, I'll quick ball away the Pidgeot V because I have 4 Lana's Fishing Rod. I should check how many Lanas I actually have in deck. This is what I want to grab. There's 2, 3, 4. Okay, so none of them are priced. Cool. Or do I grab the... No, I grab Great Tusk. No. Yeah, I grab Great Tusk. Okay, let's shuffle up. Shuffle, shuffle. There we go. I'm gonna hold this. I'm not gonna discard the Sadas. I think I'm gonna be a little bit greedy with this, so let's just pass. So that was my turn 1. So going into turn 2, let's say they don't have a KO on this. Okay. I guess I'll quick ball away the U-Turn board because I can recover it later with. I can recover the U-Turn board and Pidgeot later with 1 Lana's Fishing Rod. I'll grab Radiant Greninja. And I don't think, like, I'm trying to think if it's worth the Sada for 1 Fire Energy here. This also means I waste the Sada. If I don't top deck a Fire Energy or like a letter off this, I kind of waste a Sada. As in, like, using a Sada whilst not using Land Collapse in the same turn. But I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. 1, nice. 2, what the fuck? 2 Fire Energy, holy shit. Verse Seeker assist, yeah. But the Verse Seekers are in here to make a bare minimum of 8 Sadas. That's why they're in here. This is crazy, by the way. Because we can also conceal cards now in the same turn. Pretty big. Okay, heavy ball. Good find. Wait. Oh, here's the last card. I was about to say, there's no Pokemon prize. There's a Fire prize. 2 Sadas are prized. Okay, I'm very glad I actually didn't waste the Sada in my hand. There's 2 Sada prized. Jesus Christ. Same as the first game we had today. Let's play the Town Store down. Attach Fire for turn. Town Store for Focus Sash. There we go. Attach the Focus Sash to Great Tusk. Then shuffle the deck so we can play Trainers Mail. Oh yeah, Trainers Mail is another one of those cards that's not in TCG Live. I have 4 prizes. No, I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 prizes. I don't know how you're getting 4 off of that, but they look kind of homogeneous, so I see what you mean. Like they're very monochrome, the sleeves, so I can see how you mix it up. All right, Trainer's Mail. Okay. The letter is big, but so is Adventure Bag. I think letter is what I want to play here. Because one, there's one Fire Energy priced. It's harder gonna be harder to find them. And two, I can use this gives me another 2 cards with Radiant Greninja next turn. I need to go Specsavers. Yeah. I know, right? I did attach return already, so there's nothing I can do with these 2 fires right now. So let's Land Collapse for 4 cards discarded going into turn 3. Let's say they hit into the Focus Sash, putting me at 10 HP remaining. Draw a card for turn. I draw another fucking Trainers Mail. Holy shit. Town Store for Life Dew, if it's in the deck. I think it's in the deck. I'm pretty sure it is. There we go. Yes, it is an actual Life Dew. The only card that's not real in this list is the 4th Trainers Mail. I'm still waiting on the delivery for that, but every other card in this list is real. Just so you guys know. Go. And the reason why every card in this list specifically is real and why I didn't proxy a lot is because I had a lot of these cards already. Like, I already had Heat Factory, the Worlds thing, the Worlds promo Heat Factory. I already had it at home. I had Mareep at home. I have like 5 Radiant Greninjas. The only things I was like severely missing was like the Life Dew, the Focus Sashes, and of course the 4th Trainers Mail. And there was another card. Oh yeah, the Lana's Fishing Rods. I was also missing those. So I ordered those specifically. Let's concealed cards away. The Fire Energy. Ooh. Let's just check that there's no other Fire Energy here. Nope. 2 cards. Nice, we found Sadas. Kinda big. Attach the Sash here. I want a Trainer's Mail after the Sadas, I think. Let's Sada fire to here and to here. Draw 3 cards. Okay. A lot of energy finds in my hand. Let's play the letter so I don't actually hit any energies off the Trainer's Mail. Hand disruption doesn't exist. It's a myth. Song. So good. Alright. I haven't attached return, but I don't think I want to. That's Trainer's Mail. Letter is useless at this point in the game. I'll take a... Wait, do I take the Receiver? I have... because I have 2 Sadas prized. And yeah, there's 2 in my discard pile. So Receiver is also useless at this point in the game. So I'll take the VS Seeker. Yeah. I'll take the VS Seeker. I'm not going to fully shuffle yet. Because I want a VS Seeker for the Sadas. I know I already played one this turn, but I don't care. And I want a Lana's Fishing Rod back, the U-Turn Board, and the Pidgeot V. His deck sadly doesn't have any GX attacks it can abuse, but honestly, I don't know. I don't think I want to fit a GX attack in here, if I'm going to be honest. The reason for a Sealstone Pidgeot V is in here because package is very concise and it also solves another game problem that we have. So, yeah. Alright. Let's Land Collapse for discards. For discards. Great Tusk goes down but doesn't give up any prizes thanks to Life Dew. Maybe I should have held on to the Lana's Fishing Rod, oh well. Is GLC remaining Black-White Plus if TCG Live continues to have the format but only Sun and Moon Plus? It says if it stays Black and White Plus, it gives TPCI more reason to support. I don't think they're going to change the rules of GLC somehow. There's a card collection updates on TCG Live after today's update. Yeah, I heard. heard. I'm curious to see how that one will go. Let's push Mareep. And draw a card for turn. We'll use Town Store to look for the thing we just shuffled back, the U-Turn board, and attach that to Mareep. But I don't think they're going to change the IRL rules of GLC. I think I even heard Andrew make a statement like about the double colorless energy and the twin energy thing. That they were already considering banning the cards in GLC in black and white format, but that it's the OP-ness of those cards is going to be exacerbated even more in the Sun and Moon Plus format, where you have less options. Okay, let's play the VS Seeker so we can get the other Sadas back into our hands. Let's concealed cards. Draw 2. Nice! Found Nest Ball. That's a big one. I wanted to Nest Ball for another Great Tusk. Nest Ball is big. I mean, Quick Ball would have done it too, but like I had 3 Quick Balls in my opening hand. It was unlikely I would find the 4th one here. Doesn't really matter where I touch the sash. Let's touch it here. And then let's Sada's 2 energies. Here 1 and here 1. Draw 3. Random Receiver is useless. Lana's Fishing Rod is nice because it allows me to shuffle back Great Tusk and Life Dew. Especially the Life Dew reshuffle is really nice. Oh. I'm assuming, by the way, that my Town Store is going to be bumped at some point, so I'm just going to arbitrarily say it's going to get bumped after this turn I'm currently doing. I've had another one in my hand for eons, but it's okay. Random Receiver is useless, like I said. I mean, guys, should we rip the Random Receiver? There's no Sadas in my deck, but should I still rip it? I think I'm gonna rip the Random Receiver, fuck it. No, never mind, never mind. It's optimal to not rip it, because there's one more Quick Ball in my deck, and Random Receiver is a really good discard for a Quick Ball. So if I find another Random Receiver, then I'll rip it. Let's use Fluffy Pillow to make our opponent's Pokemon asleep. Go into the Great Tusk. Man, this feels so consistent even without Heat Factory. It's crazy. I already played Sada's this turn. Let's Land Collapse for another 4 discards and then flip the coin to see if they wake up from their sleep. They don't. And going back into my turn, they do wake up. Okay. So I skipped the turn from them there. Very nice. Draw a card for turn. There's Pidgeot V. I could Town Store for Sealstone to find a card here if I need to. Do I need to? Yeah, let's Town Store for Sealstone then. I'm probably gonna do something like this turn. Since there's a Focus Sash Great Tusk inactive, I think it's fine to not search for it. To not search for Life Dew this turn. Oh yeah, wait. I did say that. Hold on. I'll just put this one here, this Town Store here in my hand, and just say that I played that one from my hand. Yeah. Concealed cards for 2. I don't want to fully bench myself. Let's bench the Pidgeot V. Satched for Sealstone. I want a Trainer's Mail first. I'll take Field Blower and play it. Let's flip the V-Star power for like VS Seeker, that's hard to find. And then use Vanishing Wings to shuffle Pidgeot V and the 4 Sealstone back into the deck. And then Nest Ball. for the 4th Great Tusk. This is a little bit of overbenching, but I think it's fine. I'm being really greedy here. You shouldn't do this in an actual game. I'll tell you that straight up. You shouldn't do this in an actual game. There we go. Let's play Sadas. To attach here and here. And draw tree. Oh my god, Pidgeot, you're back. Look, it's Random Receiver, let's rip it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's my deck. That's the rest of my deck. It's objectively not correct to Random Receiver there. I'm aware, but it's funny. It's so funny to do. Let's Trainers Mail. I think I'll grab the Focus Sash. Yeah. Okay. Attach the Focus Sash to this Great Tusk. I'll VS Seeker for Sadas. I already played Sadas this turn, but it's just so that I'm preventing item lock from next turn to affect me. It's Land Collapse. Going into my turn 6 after they bump 130 into this. Draw. Town Store for Life Dew. This is why Town Store is so fucking good in this list. You can just reshuffle your Life Dew and immediately find it back. It's so fucking goated. It's not even close to other stadiums you want to run, like Slumbering Forests. Sorry, that was silly. That was a little mean. Let's discard this Fire Energy. Draw 2. Let's play the Adventure back. Any pulls left on my deck? Well, yeah, there is 4 Sealstone, but there's still 2 Lana's Fishing Rods in my list. I was looking for those, man. Maybe I should have grabbed the Lana's Fishing Rod with the 4 Sealstone. Oh well, it's too late now. Okay, let's Sada's Vitality for only 1 this time. And draw tree. There's a VS Seeker, so let's get that back. Do I want to Lana's Fishing Rod or do I want to wait for the Life Dew? I think I want to wait for the Life Dew. We're going into our turn 7 after the opponent takes a KO for 0 prizes. And after discarding 4 more cards. Like I said earlier, it's really hard to guess how many cards they have left in their deck. I mean, we can kind of track it, but don't know how many cards they draw to this. So, yeah, that's the thing. Fluffy Pillow retreats to this guy. Lana's Fishing Rod for Great Tusk and Life Dew. Doesn't matter to not use Town Store here, like it might as well be bumped. It might as well just be bumped because we can just say those Vitality every cards that we want here. Nest Ball for Great Tusk. This is not smart. I should not do this. Not Nest Ball for the Great Tusk. Sadas. 1 here, and let's say 1 to active. The draw tree. Bench Pidgeot V, attach Sealstone, shuffle Pidgeot V back in. Swing with Land Collapse for another 4 discards. They hit me to Focus Sash. Actually, I don't know that. Let's flip first for their sleep. Oh no, actually, never mind. They flip tills on their sleep. Still fine for this turn. So we can buy some more turns by drawing. Land collapsing. Oh wait, I should flip once again. Okay, so they are awake by this time. So going into turn 9, they didn't hit the Focus Sash off me. Draw. Bench, attach Vanishing Wings. Attach Life Dew. Land Collapse for 1. KO Great Tusk. The funny thing about this part is that still no prize card has been taken by the opponent, which is really funny. Bench Girafarig. Lana's Fishing Rod. Great Tusk and Life Dew. Fluffy Pillow, retreat into the Focus Sasher. Attack. Going into my turn 10. That was not a good roll. Don't wake up, so that still stays. Very nice. Land Collapse going into turn 11. I'm assuming, yeah, they do wake up, so they hit into the Sash. Draw. Land Collapse for 1. Going into my turn 12, they KO the Great Tusk. Wait, they're at 4 right now. I'm just trying to do the math here, if it makes sense. Draw. Pidgeot. 4 Sealstone. Shuffle back. Fluffy Pillow, retreat. Great Tusk. Life Dew, Great Tusk. Land Collapse for 1. Going into turn 13. Let's see if they wake up. Don't. Nice. Draw. Land Collapse for 1. Turn 14. Heads. They do wake up, but they don't take a prize. Got quad Lana's Fishing Rod with Life Dew is so broken. Push Mareep, draw, Fluffy Pillow, retreat into Dusk, sure, bench, attach, shuffle back. You can last really long in these games, even if you don't have Sada's left anymore. We can letter to not grab anything. We can random receiver for nothing, and do that again, of course, so just to get away with all the schmuck in our hands. Usually you should not do this because you want to make yourself end proof. Okay, we can't actually land collapse, this is a pass. So let's see if they wake up. I just yeeted my die to the floor, but it is heads. So they KO this, they go down to 3 prizes. Push Mareep. Draw, Fluffy Pillow, retreat into Dusk, pass to 160. Give me a good roll, come on. Tails, nice. Draw, 170. Bench, attach, shuffle. Riveting gameplay, am I right? Land Collapse. Actually 2 tills in a row, so we do get another turn. That's crazy. Okay. Pass. Going into my turn 19. They do wake up, so they KO my Great Tusk. Going down to 2 prizes. push Mareep, draw, bench, attach, shuffle, pillow, retreat, Girafarig, pass, going into turn 200 or 20. They do hit heads, so they can KO the Farig, or Giraffe, sorry. Draw, fluffy pillow, retreat. Actually, it's not correct to retreat here. Should keep this inactive. Pass. Let's see if we flip heads. The opponent does flip heads, so we got 20 turns out of them. AKA, since we went first, they got 19 turns. A lot of turns. And a lot of those turns were like, so it's like 19 draws plus 19 draws plus 6 times 4 is 24 mills is 43. 20 draws, yeah. 20. So it's 20 plus 24, which is 44, which is your whole deck. So I would have won. Cool. Great. Hello, Lethal. Welcome in. Thank you for the lurk, whatever you might want to call it. Make sure you hydrate properly, because I'm going to do the exact same thing right now. Hydration is super important. Yeah, let's make sure to flip the V-Star marker back, because we're going to do a new game. Alright, let's shuffle everything up. And I hope that we don't prize Heat Factory and sue Sada this game. Actually, how long until there's ads? 13 minutes. I'm not gonna do a whole game in that. I'm gonna run the ads right now and I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. Alright gamers, I'm back. I am back. Before we continue with more games, I wanted to show you guys one thing, because I was, last Sunday I was at a cup with my Blaziken Zorok deck. I didn't really do very well, to be fair. That's okay. I got a really cool thing out of a 151 mini tin I bought. Got this Alakazam EX SIR. Very happy with my pool. I also got a Kangaskhan EX. But that one is a little bit cooler than the other, of course. Shuffle up again and see if we can get a cool game, like the most efficient game maybe. I kind of want to include Gladion in here, but Gladion also kind of induces off turns, which I'm not really a fan of. If you know what I mean. So let's flip the coin. If it steals, we go first. It is steals. Let's go first. Let's see how reliably we can get our setup. Seven cards. We got a basic at least. We got 2 Fire Energy and 2 Trainers Mail. Okay. So VS Seeker and a U-Turn Board. I've seen better hands, I've seen worse hands. Definitely can't complain. I guess to make it more clear how many prize cards I have, I'll put them down like this. Zigzag. I have the room on here anyway, so it's fine. Flip it over and draw for turn. Why do I always fucking draw into Pidgeot V of all things? Trainers Mail. Oh, Trainers Mail gets us Random Receiver. That's pretty big. I want to play the Random Receiver right away, but I need to shuffle my list first. Even though I know that there's only one supporter in my deck, I still kind of want to, you know, make sure that I don't show my opponent that there's only one type of supporter in my deck. So, Random Receiver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Not bad. Also shows us that Mareep is not priced, which is very big. Yeah, let's play the other Trainers Mail. Can't grab Trainers Mail from it. Guess I'll grab another Random Receiver. It's starting to feel like deja vu, not gonna lie. But Random Receiver is objectively correct there, because it fins me another card out of my deck guaranteed. This turn 1, by the way. Keep a turn tracker for myself. Random Receiver. 1, 2. Oh, only 2. Damn. Crazy. Do I have any other search cards in my hands? No. So I'll attach Fire here. Bench Pidgeot V. Shuffle. And I think I'll also attach a U-Turn board to Pidgeot here. let's say I pass my turn here and Pidgeot gets like boss stalled. Example. Who's installed, whatever. I draw cards. Attach U-Turn Board to Pidgeot. Play Heavy Ball to check the prizes. Why is there always a fucking Sada prize? I hate this. Grab the Tusk. So Focus Sash, Adventure Bag, Quick Ball, Girafarig. And then the Heavy Ball, of course, is the last prize. It doesn't really matter if I shuffle the prizes or not, because I'm not going to be able to access them anymore. Oh, this is a throw, actually, me doing this. Yeah, let's attach a fire and hard retreat into Great Tusk. And then Sada's the fire back. At least there's only one Sada's prize. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, I'm drawing into absolutely horseshit. I guess we'll VS Seeker the Sada's back. And land collapse for how much? 4. Say the KO. Oh yeah, I want to shuffle the Pidgeot back. Cool. Let's be real, I want to shuffle the Pidgeot back. Swear to god, if I top deck this Pidgeot, I'm gonna be so mad. Push Tusk. Draw. We're going to do turn 3. Sada's Vitality. Draw 3. I draw Fire, but ooh. I also draw Heat Factory. It's big. Nest Ball for Mareep. Quick Ball away to U-Turn boards. Or Greninja? Question mark? Or maybe Tusk. Take Greninja now. Kind of risky to go for the Heat Factory play here, but I think I will. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Never punished. Holy fucking shit. Nest Ball for the last Great Tusk. There was also Professor's Letter in my hand. Oh wait, sorry. I used that Heat Factory. Not the Greninja. There we go. Concealed cards for 2. Oh. Satch for turn. Random Receiver. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. I think I'm wasting my time here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think I'm wasting my time here. 20, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, yeah. So I now know how many cards there are in my deck, I guess. Dear gods. Random Receiver for 25 and fail. That's kind of funny. Also, how the heck have I not seen a single Focus Sash so far? Surprised by that. I know my Adventure Bag is prized, but that's like 1 card. Yeah, I was wasting my time here because I forgot that I've already played this one. attach Life Dew and swing for 4 discards. Going into my turn 4, they KO this, but don't take a prize. There's more fire in my discard, right? Yeah. Sure is. I'll push the Tusk. No. Yes. Yes, I will. Draw. Heat Factory. 1, 2, 3. Let's fucking go. Focus Sash. We've seen 6 energy out of the 8 so far, so I'm not really ready to bump the Heat Factory just yet. So let's play Sada's. Attach a fire here and here. And draw 3. Okay, Lana's Fishing Rod can shuffle me back in these two gamers. And I can Nest Ball back the Tusk already. Then I can via Seeker back the Sadas. I don't think I want a quick ball. I mean, there's no, yeah, I figured there would be no Pokemon. I think there's another Great Tusk in my discard pile. Let me just check real quick. Or it's in prizes, that's also possible. No, it isn't discard, okay. Okay, guess we're doing another 4 discards. I get hit to my Focus Sash. Draw for turn. Sada's Vitality. Attach here and here. And draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Letter. Gives me the last one. This spell doesn't do anything. No. Right. Heat Factory. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4 Sealstone. Big. I can Lana's back Great Tusk and the U-Turn boards. I can bump my Heat Factory, Town Store, and use Town Store to attach. I actually don't want to grab that yet. I want to grab the Life Dew first. There we go. Nest Ball for Tusk. Music just stopped? The music just stopped. Why did the music stop? Oh. No reason. Oh. Anyway, we Nest Ball for the Great Tusk. There's no basics left in our deck, so let's conceal the cards. 2. Focus Sash, we'll put that there. Yeah, okay. Cool. I'll VS Seeker the Sadas. And I think that's gonna be for me. I'll Land Collapse. Going into turn 6, they KO my Great Tusk for 0 prizes. Push Mareep, draw, Town Store, U-Turn Board, Field Blower my Town Store, play Town Store, use it, search for Focus Sash. That's such a cool play. Like, if you have a Town Store in play, you can just Field Blower your own Town Store to replay it. So cool. Okay. Seal Stone, use the V-Star power, grab Lana's Fishing Rod, use Lana's Fishing Rod to grab back Great Tusk Life Dew. Then we use Sada's Vitality. Batch here, draw tree. Letter is useless. Receiver is useless. Lana's Fishing Rod is not useless, but Great Tusk of Focus Sash are in there. No, there's no Great Tusk in there. What am I talking about? Great Tusk is still in my deck. Fluffy Pillow, Treat. And Vanishing Wings. Land Collapse. We're going to turn my turn 7 after they hit into this, doing 130. Actually, do they hit into me? They don't. Never mind. I should remember to keep flipping for the sleep. Going back into my turn, they're not asleep anymore. Draw. We're gonna quick ball away Professor's Letter to grab the Great Tusk. I can't permit myself the Sada here. I'm just gonna have to chill. Land Collapse for 1. They hit away my Sash. I draw. Trainers Mail can find me. Seal Stone doesn't really matter. That's kind of a waste, actually. That was a big waste. Land Collapse for 1. Great Tusk is knocked out. Push Mareep, draw. Fluffy Pillow. Sada's Vitality. Botchery. Oh, I have only 1 left. Bench, attach, shuffle. Oh, I forgot to Life Dew the Great Tusk to make sure that they don't get prizes. That's what I meant to do. So I can Lana's 8, sorry, Lana's Fishing Rod to shuffle these 2 back. Treat into this fella. Attack with Land Collapse, going into my turn 10. They don't wake up. Epic. Going back into my turn, they wake up. Draw a card for turn. Epic. Looking for Trainer's Mail. Seal Stone. Doesn't really matter. I should keep those Trainer's Mails in my hand in the future. Land Collapse for for 1. They are awake now, so they hit into my Focus Sash. Draw. Life Dew. Plant Collapse for 1. Going into turn 12, they still don't take prize cards. Push Mareep, draw, Fluffy Pillow, retreats. Push Great Tusk, bench Great Tusk. Can't play that. Vanishing Wings. Sada's 2. Okay, 1 here, 1 here. Draw. Shuffle these 2 back. Let's quick Ball Receiver to grab the Pidgeot from deck. Shuffle it back because it's funny. Mill for 30. I go to turn 13. They don't wake up. Draw, attack for 1. They did wake up on the turn coming back, so they do KO this. Going into my turn 14. Draw, shuffle back. Fluffy Pillow, retreat. Attack for 1. They wake up. Going into my turn 15, draw, Fluffy Pillow, retreat into Gren. Going into my turn 16, they wake up. KO Gren, there are 2 prizes right now. Draw. Pillow, retreat. Going into my turn 16, they also wake up, unfortunately. That's a lot of bad coin flip luck, by the way. They have 1 prize card remaining. Draw. Fluffy Pillow. Pass. They wake up, so they swing for game. But that means that they had to take 16 turns. That's a lot of turns. With 4 times 7 mills. So 4 times 7 is 28. Plus 16. 44. That's enough to win the game, barely. Only barely. Damn. Alright, I think I'm gonna do one more game and then I'll stop for now. I got a little bit of an announcement after this one game. If you guys want to stick around for that announcement, I appreciate it. I'm gonna tease you guys a little bit still. I'm not gonna say it right away. I need to continue shuffling, but I want to take a sip of water first. Oh, oops. Paused the music on accident. You're wondering how I did it? I have an earpiece in, as you can see. This is a wireless earbud. Alright, shuffle a little bit more. Let's flip the coin to see who goes first and who goes second. I go second this game. God fucking damn it. Oopsie. Let's cut myself. So make sure that I don't get like a hand. Ooh. I get Heat Factory in my opener. Hell yeah. Very, very hype. Three, 5, one more. 6 prizes. Turn 1 going second. Draw. Heat Factory. Letter. I'm not gonna price check at all. I don't care. Quick ball the fire. For Greninja. Here we go. I should have quick ball the Focus Sash, but I don't give a shit. Let me sit up in my chair. Oh, whoopsie. Heat Factory. For 1, 2, 3. Nest Ball for another Tusk. Trainers Mail. Guess I'll have to grab quick ball. Do I want to rip the quick ball now? Yes, I will. Because I have 4 Sealstone in my hand, right? I don't. It was an option last turn over the quick ball. We go another Tusk then. We go Mareep. Mareep is better. Mareep is miles better. I really want to get the turn 1 attack, so I have to go for the concealed cards. To draw 2. Oh man, if only I took the 4 Sealstone. I don't think I've discarded Sada's Perchance. I haven't. Focus Sash. Focus Sash. Pass. Turn 2. Focus Sash gets discarded. Draw. Really? This piece of shit is here. I'll bump my own. Heat Factory. Town Store. Town Store for Sealstone. Bench Pidgeot. Attach Sealstone. Use the V-Star power, and I think I'll go and grab a letter. I think that's something I have to do here. Because I have more odds into... My odds into a Random Receiver or Sada's is higher than my odds into attachments return. Okay. Concealed cards. Doesn't get me there, unfortunately. Does this quick ball grab anything of note? Grab me another Tusk. So this means that 1 Tusk is priced. Can always heavy ball it for it later if I see it. The fact that I still haven't seen the Sada is kind of criminal. There's no Pokemon here yet, so I'm not gonna pass yet. I wanna do Vanishing Wings first. Kind of sad that it failed this play, but oh well. Pass, they KO my Tusk. Going down to 5. Push Mareep and draw. Town Store. U-Turn Board. Fluffy Pillow. Sealed cards. Come on. Nice. Finally, Sada's. Also Heavy Ball. 2 big draws. Yeah, there's a Sada's here. Jesus. 2 Nest Balls. 1 VS Seeker. Trainers Mail. Why is there always a Sada's in the prizes, man? So cringe. I want a fishing rod beforehand. Yeah. I want a fishing rod before the Sadas, because I want to be able to redraw into Focus Sash. I don't want to be able to redraw into Tusk, but I'm making the trade-off for it. Sadas. Give me the 2 fires, please. Thank you. Still not guaranteed that I have an attack this turn, by the way. 2, 3. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Still no attack this turn. I'll retreat into the Tusk and hope they stay asleep. I think that's the best thing I have to do. Is this my turn 2 or my turn 3? It's my turn 3. So going into turn 4, let's see if they wake up. They do. Oh. Focus Sash puts me to 10. Draw. Focus Sash. Bench Tusk. Town Store for Life Dew. That's more than 1 card. Go. Attach Life Dew. VS Seeker. Sadas. Play Sadas. Go. Draw 3. And draw into another Sadas. Huge. Swing for 4 discards. KO, no price. Push Mareep, draw. Fluffy Pillow for certain. And sealed cards. No, not yet. Town Store first. Or the last Focus Sash. And then concealed cards. Yeah. Okay. Trainers Mail. Lana's fishing rod is huge. I want to play that right away. Shuffle Tusk and Life Dew back. And we say this for 1 here, 1 here, draw 3, Trainers Mail, Nest Ball. Not gonna play it yet. Skiddo in chat, are you kidding me? Ugh. Unfortunate. Yeah, retreats the Mareep into the Sashed Tusk with 2 energy. Swing with Plant Collapse. And let's see if their opponent wakes up. Nope, nice. And then going into my turn. Also don't wake up. Okay, big. Draw. Sealed cards. For 2. I don't think Random Receiver can grab anything here. No. Not Town Store for Life Dew. Sada's for 2. Go draw 3 from it. Don't think there's any energies left in deck. Land collapse. Flip the coin. Do wake up this time, so I take 1 here. Draw for turn. Life Dewy up. And I'll land collapse for 1. Going into my turn 8, this gets knocked out for no prizes. Push Mareep, draw, Fluffy Pillow. Grab anything. I kind of want to keep that in my hand then. Bench Tusk. Yes, Seeker. Sada's. Play Sada's. 1. I'll attach here as well, in case it matters. Draw 3. Fishing rods for Tusk and Life Dew. Treat. The reason why I attached there doesn't really matter. The reason. Land collapse for 4. See if they wake up from Mareep. Don't. And going back into my turn, they're still asleep. Epic. Draw. I will VS Seeker. Sada. Play Sada to attach 1 once again. And draw 3 cards. Pidgeot. Sealstone. Shuffle back into the deck. And we land collapse for 4 again. Going into my turn 10. Still not awake. Still not awake going into my turn. Holy fuck. Land collapse for 1. Still not awake. Now they're awake. Okay. Shuffle these 2 back. They hit going into my turn 12. They hit me here. Draw land collapse for 1. Going into my one. I do want to attach the Life Dew here. Let's be real. KO me for 0 prizes. And I push Mareep. Draw. Piece back. Bench Tusk. Lana's Fishing Rod for Life Dew and Tusk. Grab Life Dew with Town Store. I do have to shuffle these. Fluffy Pillow. Treat it. Tusk. Life Dew. A hit for 1. They do wake up. Going into turn 14, they have this KO'd without prize. Mareep, draw. Fluffy Pillow. Treat. Land collapse for 1. They are still asleep. Still asleep. Epic. Going into my turn 15, they are still asleep. Land collapse for 1. Going into my turn 16. Still asleep. Still asleep, that's crazy. Draw. I can bench this, I guess. Land collapse going into my turn 17. They don't wake up. Don't wake up, Jesus Christ. Land collapse to turn 18. They don't wake up. Do wake up. Draw. Shuffle these back. Land collapse going into turn 10, or sorry, turn 19. Okay. Do KO this for 1 prize. Game's a lot of coin flipping for my opponents because of the Mareep. Fluffy Pillow, Gren. They don't wake up, and then going to my turn, they do wake up. Draw, pass. Gren gets knocked out. Going. Oh, I forgot to push these back. Hold on. Fluffy Pillow. Treat the Tusk and pass. They do wake up, so they KO the Tusk, going 2 prizes. Push Mareep, draw, shuffle these back. Fluffy Pillow. This is a lot of rinse and repeat, as you can see. Don't wake up, and then going into my turn, they do wake up. Draw. I'm gonna Fluffy Pillow again. It was kind of a risk, but well. This was turn 23, by the way. And then going into my turn, they don't wake up. Still don't wake up, Jesus. At this point, I think I'm gonna not test my luck and keep it here. They do wake up, so Tusk is knocked out. 1 prize, draw, push Mareep. Fluffy Pillow. Let's see. This was my turn 7. Hold on, not 7. Yeah. Okay, so they flip tilt, so going into turn 26. I will once again Fluffy Pillow. See if they hit it. Don't. Going into turn 27. I Fluffy Pillow. And they do hit heads to KO me. But at this point, 27 turns, which is 27 guaranteed draws, then 6 guaranteed draw discards off of Sada, so that's 24. 24 plus 27 is already 51, which is more than enough. And there was also some single turn discards, or some single discard turns. So yeah. Deck's goated. Deck is goated. Alright, chat, that's gonna be it for today. I did say that I have a small announcement, and I will do it right now. It is that I've been cooking up a new way to play the Pokemon TCG called Commander format. It's a singleton format, so only 1 every card besides basic energy, 100 cards, and you have a commander. I might explain later about in another stream what a commander can do, but it's really cool. I would say it's pretty budget friendly depending on like the type of power level you try to build for. But generally speaking, if you're wanting to play this casually, I'm assuming the power level is not going to be too high, which means since you only need 1 copy of every card, it's very budget friendly. And of course, 100 cards is more than 60, but you're gonna need a lot of energy in that deck. Play that. Okay. So for now, I'm gonna take my leave. I'll roll my chair back to the PC so I can see if we can raid someone. If that's okay with y'all. Sorry for that ear rape that's about to come in. Actually fine, never mind. It's actually so fine. Alright, let's take a look. Who's live? Now let me just mute the music for a second, so I can actually take a look. And let me give you guys the raid messages, so you guys have a chance to copy them over. Let's see. Are there any cool people live? There for sure is a cool person live. Hell yeah. Right, thanks everyone so much for hanging out. I'll be back next Sunday with another stream. Hopefully another fresh deck. I think I can go co-op one in the time. Don't worry about it. Until then, take care of yourself. Talk to you later. Bye.